Hey, this is your favorite YouTube guy, Chris Palmer, and I'm coming back to talk to you about Joe Biden and his town hall meetings on CNN and how he's doing disinformation to use it against us, the American people. He told one person, all you got to do is get the COVID shot, and you won't have COVID no more. And every doctor has said, even though you have got the shot, you can get COVID again. And then he goes on to say all kinds of other things that has all disinformation, things that would get us through off from Facebook or YouTube or anything like that. And why he gets away with it when they kicked Trump off from it, and now they've said that they're working with Facebook, and that if you get kicked off from Facebook, you should be kicked off from all these other platforms. And I think it's ridiculous. It's a double standard. It's taking away our right of freedom of speech and freedom of press and just freedom of all of our ideals coming together. But it's a double standard, and it shouldn't be. It's just like I think it was Ben Franklin or Thomas Jefferson said, the law for one should be the law for everyone, meaning that no public official should have special treatment. And but he goes on and does his stuff and says all the stuff that has nothing to do with anything. And his cognitive decline is so rapidly, he gets to stuttering da 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 and blah 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 blah, that you don't even know what he's talking about. I mean, you can't concentrate on what he's trying to say because he don't even know what he's trying to say. And from what I seen on the Maricopa County audit, they have, I guess, the preliminary numbers. The Senate wanted to see them, and I guess there was a bunch of discrepancies in there from what the video of them telling the senators or the committee that they're doing the audit for, that there's a bunch of discrepancies, and the report will come out like in August, I think late August or something like that. That way it shows everything broke down and stuff. But I mean, I just seen a small clip of it. I mean, it was like I think Biden won it by like 10,000 and something, and they were 14,000 discrepancies on one thing, and I don't know. It was on, I can tell you the website to go to watch it. It was on Facts Matter on Epic News, and it showed them in the courtroom, them talking about it and everything. I'm not trying to get kicked off from Facebook or YouTube by talking about stuff like that. I'm going by strictly on what was said to the committee that the audit's being run for. So let me make this clear to YouTube. This has nothing to do with me. I'm going by exactly what the Senate committee hearing said. So Maricopa County, and from what I understand, there's another big state fixing to open up an audit on the election too. And I don't know, they didn't tell me what state it was, but I'm guessing either Pennsylvania or Michigan, or maybe Wisconsin. Those three are the big three that I'm thinking of right now. Not for sure, but That's what I'm guessing. But our president, you have to have somebody with a solid mind and someone who can speak eloquently. Unlike me, I wouldn't be able to unless I was reading my speech off a teleprompter, and even Joe Biden can't do that. I mean, that's the funny thing about it. And he always talks about he's going to get in trouble with them, or he's going to get in trouble with, I'm going to be in trouble with them. I don't know if he's talking about his White House staff or the Democrats in the House or or what. But if I'm the president, I'm not going to get in trouble with anybody with what I say. And when I hear that, it just makes me, it's like one of them little puppet shows. You see him talking back and forth, and that's all he is a puppet. The other guys over there telling him what to say. Sometimes I think they ought to check him for earpieces, because sometimes he speaks very well, and then sometimes he's a blabbering idiot. I mean, and like I was watching Sky News today, and they were making fun of him. Every news outlet in the world is making fun of him. He has made America look like we are a bunch of idiots for even voting for him. And it makes us look so weak to the world stage, because everything's done in U.S. dollars and U.S. currency. Markets are sold, goods are like that. And I mean, we are the keeper of everything. We hold the line on when it comes to oil, when it comes to the stock markets and stuff like that. And when you got someone up there talking about that and pulling out a spending plan of $6 more trillion, I mean, that's debt. That's we'll never get it paid back, ever. And I mean, I said on the last time that I talked, before I started putting out videos again, that if Joe Biden did good, I would get on here and praise him. But I kind of knew he wouldn't, because of the way he has to be led away by his wife. I mean, he has to be held. He falls going up steps. He falls going down steps. I mean, and it was just like all those Democrats that left, was it Texas, to Washington, D.C., so they didn't have to vote on this. And all of them come back with COVID, even though they had the COVID shot. But Joe Biden says on CNN Town Hall that if you got the shot, you can't get COVID. And it shows how much lack of information the man truly knows. And it's a fright that with all the tensions with China and stuff going in the South China Sea, it's a fright that he's going to be our commander-in-chief. God, please let him have some military people behind him with good experience with war. I mean, we've been at war, 21, 22 years? I mean, we should have some good experienced war fighters, but we also have a lot that has PTSD, and a lot of them commit suicide. And I mean, we're sending billions of dollars over to other countries when we should be helping the homeless here, the veterans, all of the above that America should be taken care of first. And then if we have extra money to send to other countries, then that's cool. But stockpiling, like sending our F-22s to the Philippines and stuff like that, that means that there's a super heightened alert, because those planes are guarded 24 hours a day, and the B-2 stealth bombers, they're guarded 24 hours a day. I mean, you can't even get close to them at an air show. So, I mean, when they're leaving the United States, that means tensions are ramping up, and you know, when all it takes is one shot fired and we'll be in a war, and that's not what we want. Not with Joe Biden leading us. I mean, all of it could be finished if everybody sat down and talked, had like a summit, Eastern European or Eastern Asian Summit or something like that be called, and then hash out the South China Sea and the Freedom of Navigation Acts. But that's all I want to touch on tonight, and I'm going to dig more into the Maricopa County audit, and I'm going to, write down some of the numbers that I seen and stuff on there. That way I can, quote them right. Like right now, I don't know how to edit the numbers into the video, but I'll probably have to get my kids to help me do that. But because they're really good on computers and making little videos and stuff like that. But that's all I have for tonight. We'll see you later. This is Chris Palmer signing off on YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe, and you'll get more information as I find it. Everybody have a good night.